The House Leader for the third party.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To quote the old bard, methinks thou dost protestest too much, my friend. Now, Mr. Speaker, clearly there's no point of order. We could see how the Honourable Government House Leader was struggling for the quotations, and I dare say that if this wasn't so serious, it would be laughable. Now, to prove my point, because there were no direct references to what was said, I will quote simply two sentences that were said. The member even acknowledged on Twitter that he shouted no, saying just, quote, playing around, unquote, playing around with the fate of Alberta jobs, seriously? And the other quotation, from labeling Alberta the embarrassing cousin of Canada to appointing anti-oil radical Miss Berman as their oil sands advisor to bizarrely calling the vast majority of Albertans that oppose the carbon taxes xenophobes, this is the true Alberta NDP. So I challenge anyone in this House, from any corner of this House, to prove that any of these statements are at all false, because they're not. And I'll refer to, Mr. Speaker, with reference to Standing Order 23H, there are no false allegations, there are no false or unavowed motives, and there is no abusive or insulting language. Mr. Speaker, these are the words of the NDP. If it causes disorder for them, they're the ones causing the disorder in the first place in this room and out in Alberta. So, Mr. Speaker, this is just simply the truth. If the truth hurts them, I'm sorry it hurts their feelings. So I encourage you, Mr. Speaker, to simply rule this out of order. And if Mr. Speaker, if the government House Leader is concerned about continuing to raise points of order, maybe he should be a little bit more careful about when he calls them, because clearly there is nothing here, nothing to see. Let's move on.